Hey everyone, it's time for some walking and talking with me, very own Michael here. So I'm out on a walk today. This is what I do a lot for processing things, for integrating things, right? Because you get bilateral stimulation when you're walking. The process of walking is utilizing both hemispheres of the brain for processing what you need to work through, and the aspect of talking, of hearing your voice out loud. And this may not be true for everybody, but it's true for me, to hearing your voice out loud and being able to really help process through and reinforce things that you're saying, integrate those things into your being, have those aha moments just from the simple aspect of stating them out loud. So today I'm walking along and I'm looking at a thing here called self-acceptance. Self-acceptance here is defined as the ability to accept yourself as an individual, to accept other people as they are, and to comfortably receive things, thoughts, and feelings from others. It is the ability to see yourself and accept yourself as an essential part of the total environment. I love that, but what I love even more is when you personalize this. And this is something that I had a session with Susan Kellogg. Some of you might know Paul and Susan Kellogg. And as we were working through a particular chakra balancing session, we went through these different definitions of things. So I go on a walk each day and I talk through these definitions and I personalize them. So we're going to take self-acceptance here because it becomes much more powerful when you put it in first person terms. So self-acceptance is my, right? And you tap on your body when you're saying the word my. So instead of looking at self-acceptance of your ability to accept others, we're going to reframe it as self-acceptance as the ability to accept self, right? So it's my ability to accept myself as an individual, to accept me as myself, and to comfortably receive things, thoughts, and feelings from myself. It is my ability to see myself and accept myself as an essential part of my environment. And there's so much to this. When I read through this, every time I read through this and state it out loud, I feel different things in my body, different points in my body, where my body will say like, ooh, I'm not sure I believe that. There'll just be a certain feeling there that tells me like, ooh, my subconscious, my programming, it doesn't necessarily believe that. I love this statement too, where it says, it is my ability to see myself and accept myself, right? And when you break that down a little bit more, it's like, what does it mean to see yourself? Well, what does it mean to see another person when we're talking about acceptance, right? We're not talking about just seeing them with the physical eyes. We're talking about what does it mean to really see somebody for who they are, to accept somebody for who they are. You become a witness of them. You validate them, right? A lot of the healing that I have been through has simply been the fact that someone else was willing to sit there and witness me. And essentially giving me the message that you're valid. Your feelings are valid. Your voice is valid. Your thoughts are valid, right? Just by simply being present with me, by seeing me, And thereby you have acceptance of me. And so when I look at this and I say, it is my ability to see myself. Now, I find it very easy to do this with other people, but I don't find it as easy to do it with myself. And that's a common issue that I find in some of the work that I do, where I can be much, much, much more graceful with other people, much more loving with other people. But I will berate myself and judge myself up one side and down the other and condemn myself in the same situation, same circumstance. So for them, for others, it's easy for me to give grace. When I'm taking around and turning that around to myself, not so easy. So that's been a practice of mine that I've been doing now for probably years, right? Is my ability to see myself and accept myself, to be a witness of myself, right? To validate myself, to know that I am valuable, that I am worthwhile, just as I am. And then it goes on to say, to accept myself as an essential part of my environment. And originally that says the total environment. And this is a big one for me, because when it's rephrased as an essential part of my environment, first of all, it's saying you have a right to establish your own environment. You have a right to establish an environment of peace, of whatever you want in that environment, and then to put up the necessary boundaries, etc., in order to keep that place a peaceful place for you. You have a right to that. And also, that you actually factor into the equation of the environment. That was something that was so hard for me for so long in so many different relationships and stuff. It's like, where do I factor in? I mean, that wasn't even a question, because the people pleasing was just off the charts. And so I wasn't really on the list. I didn't really factor into the environment. And this here is saying that seeing yourself and accepting yourself as an essential part of not only the whole environment, but also of my environment. And that all of that is valid, that all of that is valuable. I'm going to keep it kind of short today. This is a simple, simple thing. I'm going to reread it to you one more time. And again, this little trick comes from Paul and Susan Kellogg to take this acceptance piece and reword it so that you change it to a first person, where you say self-acceptance is my ability to accept myself as an individual, to accept me as myself, to comfortably receive things, thoughts, and feelings from myself, and in parentheses, without judgment, without condemnation, knowing that those things have value. And then going on, it is my ability to see myself and accept myself as an essential part of my environment. I think it's wonderful. As always, blessings and love to each of you. Hopefully your day is as beautiful as it is out here right now on Walkin and Talkin. And if you can, make sure to take some time to get outside today.